expectations, goals, hand in hand, you may not always get there, but something still good can come from it. And before we started this, you were setting up the basketballs, and I asked you, what's going in the glass box? And you said, till I win something.
Yeah, till I win.
You're always helping your athletes and your players achieve their goals. What are your goals, though?
Well, I think for me now, I don't want to be Gino or Dawn, but I do want to have a program that when coaches turn it on, I'm not sure. You hear your rapper's favorite rapper, right?
Oh, yeah.
I want to be one of your coaches, your favorite coach's favorite coach, right? I want to be somebody when Gino watches my stuff, like, oh, I like what he did there. When Dawn when she scouts us, oh, I like what he did there, right? I want to be somebody basketball-wise that I don't need to be in somebody that people can turn on the TV and learn from. And then when they want to talk about it, they can email, call, and I'm there for them. I tell everybody, being 43, I am an internet baby too, a little bit, right? And
with MySpace?
Yeah, it was MySpace, a little Black Planet.
Yeah.
But where you can learn so much on the internet and on YouTube nowadays, and the stuff that I pick up from there, I want to obviously have people that can pull from me as well.
Yeah. When you come to a major university, no matter what position you are, there has to be more obligations, more responsibilities. And you always hear there's no perfect work-life balance. So I'm not going to ask how you balance it. I'm going to ask how you manage it. You have a family, have a wife, have kids. Your parents are here. They're supportive. How are you going to be able to keep it all in motion and keep it even keel?
Well, right now, it's just going to be a lot of work. Mm-hmm. My family, I have a 2, 5, and 12-year-old, and they're all still in Virginia. And they know, hey, just kind of let them, year one, establish yourself, right? And so everybody's been super, super supportive of me making this leap, right? I didn't go to Maryland, 3 hours away. Yeah. I went to Auburn, Alabama, 9.5 hours from home.
Country mile.
Yeah. So, everybody's been super supportive. My parents are here for 2 weeks. They haven't missed a game really over my years. So when I told my mom I was going to Auburn, Alabama, she doesn't fly.
Yeah.
She began to freak out a little bit, but she's going to take her first flight in some years this year so they can get down here and support me more.
It's sacrifices in anything worthwhile. I'm big on advice. You've been able to be somebody who's proven, and that's why you're on the show. I respect the work that you've done. I watched you before I even knew you were a candidate for the job here at Auburn. Can you just give advice to the people out there watching about what it might take for them to reach their goals, just sacrifices or whatever?
Well, I'm one of those people that really do believe in the work, right? No shortcuts. I think that's the only reason why I'm here. And then also, I want to learn more every year. Sometimes you, especially with us coaches, when a play works, we might run that play for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
I run my stuff and then I remove this and add this and remove this and add this. And I don't ever want to be stagnant. So I would say don't be stagnant, and truly the work really, really pays off. Regardless if you're able to make this jump to the SEC, then just be dominant where you are. But I truly feel when this thing is over, right? It's interesting you mentioned, we had somebody let go this week, and I met him. And my first time meeting him, he said, "We all get fired." Mm-hmm. Right? But Auburn's a terrific place to live.
Yeah.
And raise a family. And, that's just a vet understanding this business, letting down 43-year-old guy with wild dreams know, hey, figure out what success is like for you, work, right? That's my piece, and be disciplined, on the things that you're looking to do.
My high school football coach, shout out to Coach Parker.
Okay.
And this is different levels, but I remember we were on the football field, and he knew his time was about to be up. And he said, "Stuck, the day I knew I was going to get fired was the day I took the job." And that resonated with me because you have to know what you're getting into. And being able to take that jump, as you said earlier, and now that you're 1-0 in the LV era here at Auburn, just talking about the team, what is the identity you want people to see and be able to express when they see Auburn women's basketball? They can describe your team as what?
Well, one thing, you know, the only reason I'm sitting here is because my team has been solid defensively. Really more than solid. They've been really, really good defensively. And if you see us not contesting shots, you know that's not us. You know, we want to be a team that contests everything, and we want to make your life difficult. And at the end of that game, you're like, why did we only score 53 points? And they just not know, you know, that defense isn't that good. No, they are that good. But we want to play good defense, but also be creative and innovative in the things we do offensively. We also want to play with pace. So I'm not really worried about the scoring defense number more than the field goal percentage defense number, because we want to play fast as well. If we can score in the first 7 seconds, we want to do that. So my goal is to be a B at everything. Right? Sometimes you watch some programs in our league that are A's in what they do, right? But when they play this team, they just struggle, right? I want to be a B in everything, and we can play everybody's style, you know, and we can be in every game. So that's our goal, and I hope everybody's able to see that this year and year one as we begin to grow this thing for the future.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah.